Hey everyone, Jonathan Blackwood here, Editorial Director of Commercial Integrator. Welcome to another Three Questions video interview. Today's guest is Hal Truax of Hall Technologies. Hal, thank you so much for joining us today.
Hey, well, thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here and looking forward to the interview.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to have you. We're talking all about distance learning this month, and I know that Hall Technologies provides a lot of equipment that can be brought into distance learning environments. But before we get to that, recently Hall Technologies rebranded itself. Could you tell us a little bit about what was the decision behind this rebranding?
Yeah, absolutely. So about the third week of January, I think January 25th, we rebranded from Hall Research to Hall Technologies. And we were Hall Research for about 35 years. And the reason we wanted to draw a line in the sand kind of and have a point of demarcation is we're changing our approach to business slightly. Hall Research was known for making really great products that solved problems inside of a room. They were just, products, legacy products that had a great history of reliability, and we built the brand on that. Hall Technologies, we're changing. We're now developing hardware and software platforms, complete holistic solutions that address the most pressing issues in our industry. And a lot of those issues are created through distance learning or hybrid corporate environment. And so that's where we're focused currently with this kind of a holistic software and hardware approach.
Yeah, cloud-based AV control is really something that Hall Technologies is trying to redefine right now. Can you tell us about what your approach is and what you're trying to bring to the market that hasn't been available in the past?
Yeah, absolutely. So we've got this suite of products. We're calling it the Hive suite of products, and we're focused our messaging right now on education because education needs a transformation. And so we've done it through this Hive suite of products, and that starts with the Hive Cloud. In that cloud, we host the Hive repository. So that's all the information about the products that are in a room. It can be legacy products, new products. They can be the Hall products, or we're backwards compatible with anybody's solutions, even if it's a legacy device that wasn't really controllable before. And our approach is much different. The attempt is to make this a deliverable solution with basically no programming. There's some configuration and all that information's in the cloud. So we've got less hardware in a room. There's no need to have a centralized brain in a classroom or on campus. Everything can be cloud hosted. All the data for all the manufacturers is hosted up there. And once an integrator or even a facilities manager sees what they have in the classroom, he just pulls that information down from the cloud onto the Hive Touch, which is a 10.1-inch touch panel. And we've got some other devices, a Hive Node, which actually connects all the stuff through industrial IoT, connects all the equipment, and it kind of is the job handler for this. And then along with that suite of products, we have something called an MC200. That's a seamless switcher that does USB lecture capture and lets the teacher or instructor go from device to device seamlessly to keep student engagement at an all-time high.
Yeah, and obviously we were, focusing on distance learning, but the Hive Control ecosystem and its ecosystem of products really can make an immediate impact in multiple different markets. Can you tell us other kind of areas where you see this making a real difference?
Absolutely. Well, since, our world has changed, our educational world, our corporate world, our day-to-day world has changed so much with the pandemic. So many people are working remotely now, and we know we've all experienced some technology issues with that when we were first getting that underway. Schools are still experiencing that. So I would say that we're really solving problems for this distance or hybrid environment, whether that's corporate, whether it's education. Those are the two primary markets that we're addressing first, where we've got a hybrid, different state. You might go to work, Mondays could be everybody's in the office and it's fine, and you have meetings and it's all great, and then the rest of the week people can telecommute, but you still need that collaborative spirit. You need everybody to be engaged in the meetings. Much like education, you need The student engagement needs to be really seamless, and that's where we've seen a lot of just a lot of problems because of the technology that was delivered last year and the year before. Nobody could foresee what we'd be faced with now, right? So the technology was adequate at that time, but it wasn't. Nobody could have guessed what what we're experiencing today. So that's what we're trying to do, is develop a system that is future-proof. And by that I mean, if everybody comes back to work or comes back to school, our technology is still going to work great. If it's a hybrid situation where maybe in the classroom, some students are down the hall, some are in a different room, some may be at home, it still lets the teacher engage and keep the students fully engaged in a kind of environment where the teacher doesn't have to be an expert on technology, or the CEO in a corporation doesn't have to be an expert on technology. They can just seamlessly go through a meeting and go from a PowerPoint to a streaming some content to whatever they're doing to a whiteboard. And it's just seamless, and they don't have to spend a lot of time on professional development.
Yeah, and I know that a lot of integrators in our audience are looking for just such solutions that are flexible and have the ease of use that you're describing here. So if anyone wants to learn more about Hall Technologies, about Hive Control, and other products that you guys can provide, where can they find you?
Well, the best place to go is our website, and that's www.hall, Hall, tech, TECHAV, halltechab.com. That's the best way to find out about our systems.
Great. Well, Hal Truax of Hall Technologies, thank you so much for joining us for 3 questions.
Well, thanks very much today. Have a great day.